7 o'clock.
Today's news.
We're ready and prepared for wildfires when they break out in these conditions. Gaza agreement in reach.
We were disappointed too many times. We are hopeful.
House GOP takes action.
We voted to keep biological men out of women's sports.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Another day of high winds is forecast in Southern California as firefighters struggle to contain destructive wildfires. They've been blamed for at least 25 deaths. Gusts today are expected up to 70 miles an hour. Our CBS News team coverage begins with correspondent Rob Marciano.
We saw firefighters from around the country on guard to stop new sparks from gaining traction.
We're going to create a buffer around every house in this area. So we're clearing trees, we're clearing brush.
The county fire department has deployed 5,200 personnel.
They're warriors, they're good.
But for what is likely the largest natural disaster in LA history, every extra hand is needed.
Those guys are providing a little bit of relief so we don't have to stretch our guys too thin.
Greg Cates and his unit from Oregon hit the front lines.
For us to come down here, assist our brothers and sisters in a time of great tragedy and need, it's an honoring experience. It's very humbling.
CBS's Jonathan Bigliotti has more on the blame game.
There's growing frustration with leadership. California Governor Gavin Newsom appeared to deflect blame to the local level on a podcast over the weekend.
I was getting different answers. So when you start getting different answers, then I'm not getting the actual story.
Yesterday, we asked city and county leadership about Newsom's remarks.
He has not raised any challenges to me about having difficulties with local officials.
Mayor Karen Bass left LA after the first weather warning was issued to attend the swearing-in of Ghana's new president. The mayor returned 24 hours after the Palisades fire began. At least 1,000 structures were already destroyed.
Are you happy with how the response is going, past and present?
Everything could be better. There is no question about that.
Former Fox News host Pete Hegseth is a step closer this morning to becoming the next Secretary of Defense. Hegseth, who served in the military, dealt with some tough questions at his confirmation hearing from Democrats about misconduct allegations, many he has denied. And he said previously he was against women in combat, but he softened that yesterday. Iowa's Joni Ernst was one Republican who hadn't made up her mind until now.
I will be supporting President Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth.
Senate hearings are set for today for Marco Rubio, the choice for Secretary of State, and Pam Bondi, the selection for Attorney General. Overseas, the Palestinian Prime Minister says it's unacceptable for any entity other than the Palestinian Authority to run the Gaza Strip in the future. That comment comes as Israel and Hamas appear to be at the closest point yet to sealing a deal to end 15 months of war. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer.
Hidden somewhere in the ruins of Gaza are 98 hostages held by Hamas. The Israeli military believes nearly two-thirds of them are alive. Orlevi was abducted from the Nova Music Festival. His brother, Michael, is on tenterhooks.
We were disappointed too many times, so I try not to let myself believe too much. But at the same time, we are hopeful.
Now to South Korea. A new chapter in the story of the country's president who declared martial law last year, rescinded it, and was impeached. Reporter Alex Jensen in Seoul says he's now been detained.
Yoon Suk-yeol has become the first South Korean president to be arrested. Investigators announced his arrest to the delight of anti-Yoon protesters also nearby.
It's not clear how long he'll be held. Inflation picked up last month as prices rose for gas, eggs, and used cars. The government says the consumer price index was up 0.4% from the month before and 2.9% from 1 year ago. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to go thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 40 degrees. Good morning. I'm waiting to get in here.
Me too. I don't know if there's somebody
Okay, I'm waiting for the city of Napa to show up.